That's it, isn't it? This is a real litmus test.
Early season litmus test. He went there and played a back three last year. For me, what Arsenal take away from this game will depend solely on how they defend as a team. And that starts at the front, how they set up. We know they're good on the eye. We know they'll create chances. We know they've got a potential front three, maybe even four at times when you've got the supporting midfielder that will cause teams problems. The big question whenever Arsenal take on one of the big boys, particularly away from home, is can you have a structure that's going to give you a base to go and get a result? And with David Luiz in the side, that's what he's been brought in to try and do. We're going to find out whether Unai Emery goes there and plays with a smart game plan or tries to take on Liverpool toe-to-toe.
I don't think he can take them on toe-to-toe. If you look at the back four, which I'm assuming he's going to play, and then you've got the midfield three. It looks like Granit Xhaka's going to be in the Guendouzi, and then Ceballos, who came in and had a fantastic day.
He was superb, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was great. But this is a lot different than who they played last week. Liverpool going forward are absolutely electric. I find it impossible to find a way to explain to everybody that Arsenal can get a result here, Dan. I just don't think that they've got enough protection, as Craig says, the way they set up. I don't think they've got enough protection in front of that back four, and I don't think when the back four are being got at, I don't think they can defend one-on-one.
I suppose the argument is that this isn't quite the Liverpool yet that we saw of last season. Despite the fact they won those two opening matches, there are signs of vulnerability, obviously, particularly against Southampton. So if Arsenal can get their attacking gear, then they can take advantage of that.
I agree with that. I think going forward, there's no doubt Aubameyang and Lacazette, they will cause all sorts of teams problems, yes. But they've got to get the service into them. And I just wonder, we'll find out how good Ceballos is, whether he can supply.
Right.
If Ozil's going to be in the 10 role, we'll find out. But if he can supply those balls to the likes of Aubameyang, who can finish, and he can cause defensive problems. But my issue is going the other way. And I think against this Liverpool side, I think with what they bring to the table at Anfield, the way they come out of the blocks, it's going to be a tough game. If
it's that obvious to pretty much everyone going into this game that Arsenal need to go in there with a defensive mindset, can Unai Emery get his team to play like that?
He doesn't have the personnel to play like that. He doesn't have the players in the team that you can say, you know what, we're going to organize ourselves. We're going to frustrate Liverpool. We're going to force them into areas where we can pressure, force mistakes, and then go on the counter where we can take advantage of our attacking players. You can try to be organized. You can try to be dynamic defensively. You can have movement and work ethic and then get people around the ball, and hopefully that's enough. But you don't have guys that naturally are able to do that all over the field with consistency. Now, to the point of Liverpool, against Southampton, they were outplayed. And had Southampton had, like I said, an Aubameyang in the final third, the outcome would have been different, and Southampton would have won that game. So what you're looking at from Liverpool's perspective, they have to improve upon what they've done so far. And maybe Arsenal, if they're able to do the things that we just talked about, and it's a big if and it's probably unlikely, they can put themselves in a situation where maybe they test Liverpool. And if they test Liverpool so far, defensively, what we've seen from Liverpool is that they're vulnerable.
If Arsenal can make Liverpool think, and by that I mean, we know, depending on personnel, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robertson, two of the most attacking fullbacks in European football. And they love to get forward, and Liverpool love to utilise that. But if Arsenal can suck it in and win it back and then play that quick ball in the channel and leave a Lacazette or Aubameyang to get in behind and get Liverpool thinking and worrying and onto the back foot, and then they start to defend a bit deeper because they're under a bit of pressure, they don't want to leave themselves open, and then they get stretched at home, and that allows the likes of Ceballos and Arsenal's playmakers to go and play. But you've got to make them think before you can do that. Otherwise, it'll just be wave after wave of Liverpool attack. But you've got to be able to win that ball back and spring your quick players. And Arsenal have got that. Arsenal have got the players to run in the channels. When Liverpool are going forward, they're at their most vulnerable. So, I tell you, it's a big test for Arsenal. You said it. They haven't played great, Liverpool. It is a big test for them early on as well.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPNFC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.